Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, thank you guys for stopping by. So today I'll be doing a Q&A of being pregnant with ulcerative colitis. I have been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis since 2011, and when I found out I was pregnant, I Google searched and I YouTubed being pregnant with ulcerative colitis, and I didn't really find too many results. So I wanted to share my experience thus far with anybody who might be pregnant and suffer from ulcerative colitis. So what is ulcerative colitis? Ulcerative colitis is a inflammatory bowel disease that affects the large intestine as well as the colon. It can cause, or some of the symptoms are rectal bleeding, bloody diarrhea, abdominal pain, severe anemia. Yeah. And so it's basically it can get as severe as having to have your colon removed, or it can also cause colon cancer. I would say it's the sister disease to Crohn's disease, because I know more people know what Crohn's disease is versus ulcerative colitis. So, okay, let's get into it. Am I taking any medication now? So as of right now, I am not taking any medication for ulcerative colitis. I have not been on any medication for the past 3 years now. I'm not suggesting that anyone else who suffers from ulcerative colitis stop taking their medication, but what I noticed for me was the medication was making my symptoms worse. And I found that just eating more gluten-free foods, drinking more water, taking my vitamins, and kind of doing the natural route has worked for me. Past experiences, like I said, I've been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis since 2011. With this disease, I have had to have multiple colonoscopies just so that they can see how the lining of my colon is doing, make sure it hasn't turned cancerous, etc., etc. I have suffered from severe anemia. When I first found out that I had ulcerative colitis, I did not know that it had gotten so bad that I could have needed a blood transfusion, but thank God that I didn't. But since then, since having the disease, I have had to have iron intravenously because I don't digest the iron pills properly. And just when you have this disease, you don't digest anything properly. So it's hard to get the nutrients that you need, which is why I took to doing natural things like juicing to get the vitamins that I needed. I have had to be on steroids for this disease in the past, just so that it could heal my colon, because my colon can get, if I have a flare-up, my colon can get extremely inflamed. And a flare-up for a person with ulcerative colitis is continuously going to the restroom. And like I said, every time I go to the restroom, it's bloody and it's diarrhea. So I've been severely dehydrated before, just because if I'm not drinking enough water, if I'm not putting in as much as I'm putting out, you get the point. What were some of my concerns going into this pregnancy? Was weight gain and loss. Basically, was I going to be able to gain the amount of weight to sustain a healthy baby? as well as anemia. I was wondering, you know, because the baby takes so much from you, was I going to need to have, or was I going to need iron more than I've needed it in the past? And just, was the baby going to receive all the nutrients that I was trying to give it? Like, was he going to be able to absorb those things that I was putting in my body for his nutrition, or nutrition benefits? So those were some of my concerns. How did those things work out for me? So basically, as far as gaining weight, I'm already a pretty petite woman. So even with or without ulcerative colitis, I don't think I would have gained much weight. I am all belly pretty much. I've gained thus far about 18 pounds maybe. And I'm 33 weeks pregnant, 8 months. So the good news is my baby is weighing the proper amount, and my stomach is measuring the proper amount or the proper size for how many weeks I am and for my pregnancy. So though I thought it was going to be a concern, it actually has not been a concern, thank God. Anemia. So before I found out I was pregnant while I was getting my last treatment of iron, and I have not needed to have iron again since being pregnant. Food digestion. Have I been able to digest my food? So I didn't experience a lot of morning sickness at all. The frequency going to the restroom pretty much stayed about normal. I say I use the restroom maybe 5 to 6 times a day on average. That's from the time I wake up in the morning to the time that I go to sleep. And like I said, I didn't have much morning sickness, but I feel like I didn't have much morning sickness because I frequently went to the restroom, if that makes any sense. So typically when you suffer from ulcerative colitis, when you go to the doctor, you're automatically typed as a high-risk pregnancy. I have not been typed as a high-risk pregnancy, so my doctor's visits have been the same throughout. I think if I was on medication and if I had a flare-up, or if I was just really going through with this disease right now, I probably would have been considered a high-risk pregnancy. But like I said, I haven't. Some side effects that I've had are, like I said, when I did experience morning sickness, it was because I had not eaten. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but when I get hungry, that's when I start feeling nauseous. I've experienced dehydration just because, like I said, because I go so much, I need to drink triple the amount of water because 1, somebody else needs the water, 2, I need the water, and 3, I'm putting out a lot of water via diarrhea. Originally, I was taking, as far as vitamins, the hard vitamins, but after a while those began to make me sick and I would throw them up, and so I began taking a chewable prenatal vitamin, and I've also taken what's called Absorb Plus. You guys can look it up. It can be bought online. Basically, it is a shake that you make that is geared specifically for individuals with irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and it has all the nutrients that you need in it. My doctor did clear me to continue to drink that while being pregnant, and so basically the baby is still getting the nutrients that he needs in order to continue to develop. And always giving God all the glory and the honor. I know that a lot of the reason why I have not experienced many side effects with ulcerative colitis during this pregnancy is because of faith and prayer. So not to discredit him at all and his healing grace and power. I hope this video is helpful to anybody who might be pregnant with ulcerative colitis. If you do suffer from this disease, I would leave me comments below. I would like to hear your experiences, or if you suffer from a different disease and you've been pregnant, I would like to hear your experiences as well. I pray that you all who might be pregnant and dealing with this have a successful pregnancy, a healthy baby, and that you continue to get all the nutrients and be able to absorb all the nutrients that you're putting in. Don't forget to drink water. That is my biggest tip, guys, because I have definitely had plenty of migraines. I forgot to mention that part. Plenty of migraines from a lack of water, and I know I need to be spanked for that. Don't come for me, guys, please. I'm sorry. But we're doing better now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you are not already. Have a blessed day.